Welcome to today's episode of Heard and Seen Around. I am Rajesh Karipurath. This is my take on macroeconomic and geoeconomic data points, which I find interesting. I hope you enjoy watching it as much as I enjoyed curating it. Cheers.
Democracy is the worst form of government, except for all the others. Winston Churchill, political language, is designed to make lies sound truthful and murder respectable. George Orwell, those who cast the votes decide nothing. Those who count the votes decide everything. Joseph Stalin, bureaucracy is the art of making the possible impossible. Facts are stubborn things, but statistics are pliable.
CEOs have a new top worry, and it's not war. In early 2026, 60% of Fortune 500 CEOs say AI will have a high impact on their industry. That edges out geopolitics at 59% and cyber risk at 56%. Financial risk sits at 50%, legal at 43%. That's a remarkable shift. A year ago, AI wasn't leading the risk table. Now it's the headline variable. Why? Because AI isn't just about disruption, it's cost structure, competitive advantage, and existential threat rolled into one. Geopolitics can dent the supply chains. AI can rewrite them. India's bank credit GDP ratio just hit an all-time high, 81.75 in December 2025. Transition banks are lending more aggressively related to deposits than ever before. And what's driving this? Personal loans. Since 2014-15, the share of personal credit in total bank lending has climbed sharply, led by housing and the broad other personal loans bucket. Credit cards, vehicles, and gold loans add fuel. This is classic late cycle retail momentum. Households stepping in as corporates deliver. The risk deposit growth hasn't kept pace. Safe Super Intel, $5 billion valuation, 10 employees. That's $500 million per head. Somewhere traditional HR departments just fainted. This list shows the new AI math. Companies like Midjourney, Cognition, Perplexity, billion-dollar valuations with teams smaller than a mid-sized consulting project. What changed? Software scales. AI scales faster. Infra is rented, distribution is digital, and marginal cost approaches zero. In the industrial era, valuation followed headcount. In the AI era, valuation follows model performance and network effects. OpenAI's projected cumulative cash burn through 2029, $218 billion. For context, Uber burned $18 billion before turning positive, Netflix burned $11 billion, and Tesla $9 billion. This is not venture scale risk, this is nation state scale capex. AI isn't software, it's infrastructure. GPUs, data centers, power contracts, model training runs that cost hundreds of millions each. The marginal cost curve isn't flat, it's nuclear powered. The real question isn't, is the burn scary? It's, does AI become a utility like monopoly before cash runs out? Because in platform races, scale wins. In second place, often does not survive. Berkshire Hathaway is sitting on a record $382 billion in cash and T-bills. That's not dry powder, that's a fire hydrant. At current valuations, that pile could theoretically buy 480 companies in the S&P 500. Instead, it's parked in short-term treasuries earning risk-free yield. So what does that tell you? Buffett isn't finding bargains. He prefers optionality over FOMO. And when rates are high, cash isn't trash, it's a strategy. India just clocked $38 billion in services exports in January, the second highest monthly print on record. On a 12-month basis, $14 billion of exports, $202 billion of imports. That means a service surplus of $212 billion. That surplus quietly offsets a large chunk of India's goods trade deficit. In other words, while oil widens the goods gap, code narrows the current account. So what's driving this? IT services, consulting, GCC expansion, fintech backend ops, engineering design, and increasingly AI-enabled delivery. The global slowdown hasn't crushed services demand. It's shifted it towards efficiency and outsourcing.